Welcome back. When the pandemic shut down schools across the country, the idea was to protect children's health. But the switch to remote learning means long hours in front of a computer. Nancy Chen reports about the concerns for children's eyesight and what steps might help.
Angie Oberholzer has always put strict limits on her son's screen time, encouraging time outdoors and playing games. But when their school in Scottsdale, Arizona switched to remote learning, all bets were off.
When this all happened and they switched online, they went to now being on a screen from 8 to 3.
She worries about how all that computer time will affect their vision.
I see so many kids at the school with glasses at young ages. And I keep asking people, why are so many kids in glasses? Why are they glasses? And I keep getting the same answers, the screens.
In fact, the nation's vision has been deteriorating for decades.
The data from the 70s, when I started in practice, nearsightedness was about 25% of the population. Today, it's over 40%.
Optometrist Scott Edmonds says parents can take steps to protect their children's eyes, like making sure they're at least 30 inches away from their screens. And he recommends following the 20-20-20 rule.
Every 20 minutes, they should look away from the computer out into the distance at an object 20 feet or greater for 20 seconds.
New York City is struggling to keep its schools open, and across the country, millions of children are learning partly or totally online. Staring at screens can also lead to fatigue and headaches, and possible long-term effects from blue light radiating directly into the eyeball.
We're concerned that the blue light over a lifetime can cause changes to the retina that would be manifest as age-related macular degeneration.
Oberholzer puts blue light filters on the boys' computers to limit the exposure and makes sure when schoolwork is done, screen time is over. Nancy Chen, CBS News, New York.
And speaking of screen time, relying on social media as a main news source may increase the chances of believing misinformation about the pandemic. Researchers analyzed survey responses from over 3,000 people, which included their level of social media use. Among those, a little over 480 said they believed at least one or two pieces of misinformation. This includes that the virus was developed intentionally in a lab and that there was a vaccine available back in March. And as Americans make their holiday plans, results from a new study are sounding a warning. Researchers from the University of Florida say households are a key mode of COVID spread, even in communities with lower virus transmission. Their analysis included data from over 77,000 people. The spread of the disease within a household when one person was infected was 16.6%. Transmission rates were higher in homes in which the first case was symptomatic.